You know that feeling when you walk through a fancy grocery store, see all those artisanal products, and you think, hey, I could totally do that. But then that second thought kicks in, yeah, but I need a whole factory, right? Well, what if I told you that's just not true anymore? Today, we're going to break down how you can build a premium food brand, seriously, right from your own kitchen.
Just let this sink in for a second. The market for healthy food is absolutely massive. We're talking billions with a B. But listen, that shouldn't scare you off. It should get you excited. That's not a wall keeping you out. It's a giant flashing open sign. It's an invitation to get in there and carve out your own piece of the pie. The opportunity is just huge.
So let's start by digging into that hidden opportunity. This is all about learning to look at a crowded market in a totally new way. It's about figuring out where the real power is for a small-scale creator, someone just like you.
And I get it, that healthy food aisle, man, it can feel like a fortress, right? It seems walled off by these giant corporations with insane marketing budgets. It's so easy to feel like a tiny fish in a huge ocean and to just assume there's no room left for you.
But here's where we flip the script. What if we've been looking at this whole thing backwards? What if the real power, the real value, the real profit isn't in just selling stuff other people made? What if it's in creating something unique yourself?
And that brings us to the core idea, the big analogy for this whole thing. Are you a waiter or are you an owner? Nailing this mindset shift is the key that unlocks absolutely everything. We're talking the difference between earning a small tip and owning the whole restaurant.
Okay, first let's break down the waiter mindset. This is the old school way of doing things. You're a reseller. You're basically serving a plate of food that somebody else cooked in a different kitchen. Sure, you're part of the process, but your profit margins are razor thin and you have zero creative say in what you're selling.
Now let's contrast that with the owner mindset. This is a total game changer. Here, you're not just serving the food, you own the entire kitchen. You get to pick the ingredients, you perfect the recipe, you design the brand. This is where you find real creative freedom, and you know what? It's where the real money is too.
And when you see them side by side like this, it just clicks, doesn't it? On one side, the waiter is just a middleman, stuck with tiny margins and no control. But on the other side, the owner is the source. They control the whole process, from the raw ingredient to the final brand. The value isn't created in the selling, it's created in the making.
So, right about now, you might be thinking, okay, I'm sold. I want to be the owner. But how the heck do I do that? Great question. Let's get practical and talk about your kitchen arsenal. The simple tools that can make this whole transformation happen, and for a lot less money than you think.
And let me be crystal clear about this. You do not need to be an engineer. You don't need some huge, complicated factory. The technology to become a producer, a creator, is more accessible and affordable than it has ever been. We're talking simple machines, not crazy industrial assembly lines.
You know, the process itself is actually pretty simple. It really boils down to just 3 steps. You start with a raw material, right? Then you apply a transformation using one of these simple tools, and boom, out the other side comes your very own premium branded product, ready to hit the market.
Let's make this super real. Think about it. You take some coconuts or avocados, you run them through a small cold press machine, and bam, you've got this amazing high-demand oil. Or you take a bag of nuts, use a simple little mill, and you've got artisanal nut butter that people will pay a premium for. This transformation, this is where the magic and the money really happens. And all of this leads us right here to our final section, your new beginning. This is where we go from just talking about it to actually doing it. It's about making a real commitment to yourself and to this new path you're about to take. So, after seeing all this potential, I've got a question for you. It's right there on the slide, but it's really for you. Are you ready to make that shift? Are you ready to stop just serving what's on the menu and start writing the menu? Are you ready to be the owner of the kitchen? The source material for this explainer actually offers a really powerful way to seal this commitment with an affirmation. It's soy bendecido or soy bendecida, which means I am blessed. And don't think of it as just being lucky. Think of it as a declaration. It's you stating your intention to step into this journey with confidence and purpose. You know, every big journey starts with one single step. So if this idea has lit a fire in you, let's make it real right now. Go down to the comments and declare that you're ready to be an owner. Let us know, what's the very first thing you're going to create in your new kitchen?